Richard, look who's here.
Rory, you're tall.
I guess.
What's your height?
5'7".
That's tall. She's tall.
Hi, Dad.
Lorelai, your daughter's tall.
Oh, I know. It's freakish. We're thinking of having her studied at MIT.
There is kind of something for everyone because the three generations are depicted, and since they kind of cross over all the time, it's something that kids can watch with their parents and, you know, not feel weird about because it's a teen thing and the parents won't get bored with it, and, you know, the kid will still be interested even though their parent is interested in it, just because it's got these three different worlds that interlap all the time, just like they do in real life.
The Gilmore Girls show portrays all generations right now. We have older people, we have middle-aged people, and we have young people, and I think it's great because the writing is so good that you get to see what each age group and each generation is going through, and you get to see their individual plights, but all together, and how they all work in with one another.
Paris never seemed like she's a very smart, driven, academic girl, and Rory too, and I think it's refreshing to see, like, smart kids on television who want to read and get into a good school, and they talk very intelligently, and I think Amy gets a kick out of, like, kind of making all these references that are, like, so much earlier than than us.
I sometimes will get a script and there'll be references. There's very current references and some very remote references too that I don't know what they're talking about. And if I think it's necessary to my character, I will ask one of the younger people what that's a reference to.
Okay, Mom, just hear me out, okay? Don't say anything. See, Friday night is Rory and Dean's 3-month anniversary, and while that might not seem like a very big deal to you, it is to them. And I'm going to ask you to do something you are so not going to want to do, but I am begging you to look at it from her point of view, and maybe, just maybe, let her, just this once, not come to dinner on Friday.
All right.
What?
Since this is a special occasion, I suppose it would be fine if Rory missed dinner on Friday.
It would.
Yes.
Mom? Are you sure?
I believe I am.
No arguments?
No.
Well, she won't be there.
I understand.
At all.
I heard.
I think it's nice when people say to me, you know, I watched this with my mother and we don't like any of the same things. You know, it's hopefully not in a sappy, boring, obnoxious way, can be something that different generations, different people can kind of all relate to maybe once in a while in the same room.
It's nice that the younger cast has kind of spread out and gotten larger, because last season it was really just Alexis and Lane, the girl that plays Lane, and it's gotten larger. So it's nice to have people in your own age group to be surrounded by, but Lauren and Kelly Bishop and everybody is so nice and just treat you the same regardless of how old you are.
Hey, it's freezing.
Oh, what do you need? Hot tea, coffee?
Lip gloss.
Aha. I have vanilla chocolate strawberry and toasted marshmallow.
Anything in there not resembling a breakfast cereal?
Yes. It has no smell, but it changes colors with your mood.
God, RuPaul doesn't need this much makeup.
Well, you're crabby.
I'm sorry. I lost my Macy Gracie D and I need caffeine.
Oh, I have your CD.
Thief? Sorry.
And I will get you some coffee. I think one of the things the show does well is explores what is dysfunctional about this relationship between a mother who is 32 and a daughter who's 16, which is, it looks fun, it's really great when you can borrow each other's clothes, but when a conflict happens, it's tough because my character is someone who has defined herself more as a friend than as an authority figure.
It works because we don't say that any one of those generations is right. When you read it, you say, oh, I totally understand Lorelai's point of view about this. But you can, you know, when she says things, and then it kind of pisses Emily off, you can understand her reaction as well. And so nobody is ever stated to be completely right, and so we don't offend anybody. We just open it up so that you can see all of the workings behind within their minds.
Besides the teenage part of the audience, I think the other large part of our audience probably is the single mother raising the kids who probably works. You know, probably gets maybe child support, but I think there are a lot of those women out there, and I think what's kind of nice, it's a little how-to book, if maybe in a little bit of idealistic way, of this is really kind of how mothers and daughters should get along, or could get along. So hopefully, I think in some ways it might have brought some people together.
It kind of gives girls maybe permission to be smart and not be ashamed of that. I think that that's kind of a trap that a lot of kids fall into being in high school, is that you are kind of ashamed of, and you think it's dorky to be smart and get good grades, and you kind of hide behind these things that teenagers do, and I think it's nice.
Even great people, such as the character Lorelai, have a kid at a young age. You know, some might happen and they have a kid, and it's not to say that they won't be a great mom, and it's not to say they won't be a great dad, it's not to say they won't have a great relationship with their kid, or they won't raise their kid to be a great person, because as we can see from the show, Lorelai and Rory are both, you know, incredible people.
You have the ideal relationship of what you'd really like to have with your mother, and then you have the unfortunate kind of extreme end of what you probably do have with your mother, I'm sorry to say. Hopefully, most people are someplace in between. There's love and respect, but there's always problems between mothers and daughters, and I think that we really show that with our problems.
Hopefully, if you can turn your mother-daughter relationship into a friendship once the daughter grows up, I mean, you can't really have a closer friendship than that. It's like having your best girlfriend in your own family, so I think it's unique in that way.
One of the positive things about the show is that it is a true family drama in that it is about people trying the same way to resolve a conflict that will probably, in some ways, never be resolved, because that's family. That's just how it is.
Champagne, anyone?
Oh, wow. Gosh, champagne is fancy. That's well. I can't even, I don't even know.
No, I just get to screw up first.
Listen, honey. You know better than that. Huh? He's perfect.
Yeah, right.